Hey guys, my name's Steph. I'm Botanist Cool. Today we're here with the ever amazing.
I'm waiting for this amazing person to show up, Steph. Who are they?
We're here with the ever amazing Katie, our guide into Ace Attorney Hell. Katie, what are you excited for this? Hey Remus, how you doing? Are you excited for this case that you clearly have never done ever before?
Oh yeah. I do like this case.
I am excited. All right, we just finished talking to the woman here and broke all her cyclocks. Hey Ethno, the amazing person that showed up. You know how I was about yelling about? Oh yeah, tell me, Remus. Go on, Katie.
No, I was just like, I 100% forgot where we were.
Yeah, we just got the woman to say that yeah, she's a very dependent person and try to.
Oh yeah, she's got. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, actually, let me put a quick exclamation point CW if anybody does need it for content warnings. It's in my description now if you do need it. But yeah, this game has a depiction of suicide, just so you all know. Yo, nice, good job, Remus. Kick that cheater's ass. All right. Oh, pearls! Pearls! Hi.
It's hurt.
Well, I think we've gathered about all we can.
Oh, what about Mystic Maya? Is she all right?
Oh, Pearls. She looks so worn out by this. She hasn't slept at all and has been walking all over the place with me today.
What's wrong, Mr. Nick?
Let's go back to the office for a little while. You're really tired, right?
Oh, no. I'm okay, really. I'm fine. I really am.
You don't look fine to me. I wonder where we go next.
Poor Pearls.
I know, right? Hey, Mr. Powers. Oh, you have strep throat? I'm so sorry to hear that, dude. May you feel better. I've actually never gotten strep throat. Like, everyone has at least once, but I have never gotten strep throat.
I think I have. Definitely gotten something like it. So, what now?
Well, we did find one thing out for sure. Miss Andrews has a motive.
You mean Miss Impax's suicide note?
That's right. She was also the one to discover the victim's body. Clever.
Ah, Mr. Nick, the transceiver.
Hello? Right and Co-law office. Oh god, what was his voice I gave him?
I don't remember, but here's your chance to do it all over again.
Mr. No, that was the wrong one.
No, he's not like that.
I kind of a little formal. Oh, something a little like this.
Kind of butlery.
I base it off of a man named Peter Nureyev from the Penumbra. Okay, I know where I'm going. Mr. Attorney, you're not answering a phone. Maya, where's Maya? As I promised, I have not gone within a few feet of her this whole time.
Phew.
Which is why I suppose she is absolutely famished. What? So I suggest you win a quick acquittal, my friend. At any cost, wouldn't you agree? Wait, Maya, let me hear her. Very well.
Ask my...
Maya, is that you?
Sis. Ask my sis.
Maya! Maya! Damn it, he cut me off.
Mystic Maya said, ask my sis, didn't she?
Sis? What does she mean by that? Oh, come on, Phoenix.
He's very stressed right now, okay?
Listen, we used her literally like the last case or two, and it was like, hey, can you just throw me a bone? And she literally throws you a bone. Come on, Phoenix.
Okay. You're a hopeless one.
Oh, that's not his inner thoughts. Sorry. Ah! Mia!
I have a message from Maya, so come, ask me anything you want about her. I can't believe a 6-year-old child figured this out before you.
I'm hoping you feel better, Amos. Here's to you, my dude. How's Maya?
She's safe, for now. That kidnapper is one to keep his word, it seems.
I'm glad to hear she's safe, but Mia, how did you know?
As soon as she was locked up, Maya called for me. I read the note she left. Then I gathered as much information about her surroundings as I could.
I didn't know you could use Spirit Channel like that. Pretty smart of her. Also, I gotta say, this means Maya's gotten a little bit more of a handle on her spirit medium stuff since the last time we've checked in with her, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, she was, at the start of this game, she was, like, about to do a formal channeling.
Yeah, that is true.
So yeah, she has actually been training in the time she's been gone.
Yeah. And yes, Edgeworth is back, but we're not here right now. The Kidnapper, what's he like?
Well, he's 5'7", dreamy eyes. I don't know. Apparently, Maya went to answer a phone call in the hotel and was drugged there.
And?
She didn't see the face of her attacker.
Ugh.
Maya's locked up in a very dark place right now. I'll tell you everything I heard when I was with her.
When you were with her?
I'm starving. I could really go for some apple pie.
Good old American apple pie.
The good thing there are all these wine bottles here. Time to get wasted. I mean, at a time like this, sweets are the only way to go.
Like this sweet, sweet Chardonnay.
I have to stay positive. He promised he wasn't gonna kill me. I'm not gonna die. Sis, I wonder if you're with Nick right now.
Oh, shoot. Wait, so we get to play from the perspective of Maya.
Huh? Someone dropped a card here. Kinda looks like a business card, but there's no name on it.
It's that same goddamn card.
It's a picture of a seashell, I think.
America.
What a strange card. There's all sorts of things piled up here, but it's too dark to see.
Very descriptive.
What's this? Feels like there's a lot of glass bottles here. And these, they feel like barrels. Almost as if they could be barrels. I'll pass. Too bad I'm really hungry and not really thirsty. I have a separate stomach for hunger. Brett, it's locked.
So she actually has movement in here. She's not just tied up to it. Oh, she just locked it here. Okay.
This door's lock seems easy enough to open.
Please tell me she knows how to lockpick.
On TV, the hero always uses a plastic card or a stiff piece of cardboard. Then click, they magically open the door. What if there's a card around here I could use? Ah, that's it! The shell card! If I use this, maybe I can get the door open. This might be my key out of here. I had a feeling this card might be useful. I'm such a genius! Alright, now if you'll excuse me, Mr. Kidnapper.
Whoa.
I did it!
Wait, really?
I'm free! Okay, now I'm getting the heck out of here! Shouldn't keep Nick waiting, or worried. I'm free!
Wait, really? Is that it? Are you shitting me?
I'm out!
Are you kidding me?
Damsel who?
That's amazing! She just escaped! See, I thought we were in the past. No, she just fucking yeets on out of there. That's amazing. Maya, goddamn, that's amazing. Adrian did it. That's what it looks like. Dude, no way. That woman couldn't do anything like that. In court today, there will be a mountain of evidence that will implicate you. A mountain of evidence? I'm certain there is someone out there trying very hard to pin this whole thing on you. Please, Mr. Lawyer! Dude, like I said yesterday, I'm refreshing like a spring breeze. Alright? I can't let any sort of scandal ruin that. I understand.
Let me see. Maybe it's me? Well, it's almost time.
Here, we'll do a cut. I'll do another one, but in my own voice. Well, it's almost time. Damn it! Mia!
We must get a complete acquittal today.
I know. But I can't focus on my situation right now. Or Pearl's either. No matter what, I have to focus on winning this case by the end of the day.
Indeed. Well, let's get going.
It's him! This is right! God, what was his voice again?
Based off of some guy I don't know.
Peter Nureyev, yep. Good morning. This is it, Mr. Attorney, the day of the trial. Maya, she's unharmed, right? Well, when I checked on her earlier this morning, she seemed a bit, how shall we say, tired? Don't worry, people don't die that easily. Besides, what you really should be concentrating on is winning today's trial. Grrr. For my sake, as well as yours, you must win today's trial. Which is why I sent you a little present this morning. Present? What in the world would you want to give to me? You'll figure it out once the trial starts, and if you don't like my gift, I expect you to graciously accept it and win the day's contest, if you please. Wait! The kidnapper sent me a present. Mr. Lawyer, dude? Who was like that? Spain, thank you very much for the subscription, my friend. For some reason, what the hell? I've been having trouble with these notifications recently. They have not been going off. Give me 1 second. My subscriptions have not been going off recently, and none of my notifications have. I'm going to refresh that tomorrow or today. Spain, oh, you heard it? Good. Okay, I didn't hear it. Thank you very much, Spain, for your subscription. I hope you had a fantastic day. And yeah, it's been a year. How are you doing today, my friend? I'm here with my friend Katie, and she knows everything about everything that is here for Ace Attorney.
I don't know about everything. But...
All right. Well, I'll try to see if you heard it. But I'll check it out either way soon. No one. That's nothing to do with you. So forget you heard anything. Dude, did your nose just get longer? Just a little bit, yeah. Wait, what? Where is Von Karma? Court is now in session for the trial of Matt Ungard. Are the prosecution and the defense ready? The defense is ready, Your Honor. I say, Mr. Wright, what has happened to Miss Von Karma? I don't know, Your Honor. Why are you getting mad at me? Your Honor. Please be quiet, bailiff. Court is in session. You must tell me something. Please keep it brief. Now then, what is it? Prosecutor Von Karma has... Whoa! What? This morning, Miss Von Karma was shot by an unknown gunman. What? Shot?
Somehow. I think this is the present that man was talking about.
His present?
Miss Von Karma is one of the top prosecutors in the country at the moment. If she were to disappear, it would be to your advantage.
This is totally insane! Miss Von Karma, is she alright? I don't have that answer. She's alive and in stable condition. That's good. Phew. You're. I thought he'd show up. Your Honor, due to the circumstances, Miss Franziska von Karma cannot appear in court today. I, Miles Edgeworth, will be taking her place. The prosecution is ready, naturally. As he stands at the witness podium. There we go, back in the rightful place, let's go. Miss Von Karma was shot in her right shoulder and is currently undergoing surgery. Is that the same shoulder Manfred got shot in?
Yep. Parallels. Very rough.
Oh, that sucks!
It sucks a lot for her.
Oh, no! Luckily, I have looked this case over and am familiar with the details. The prosecution seeks to prove the guilt of Mr. Matt Ungard. The court acknowledges the prosecution. Right. I finally found the answer I was struggling for on my long journey this past year. By the time this case comes to an end, you too will know the answer.
That's nice, Edgeworth. My friend's kidnapped.
Can you just help me, like, free Maya? She's going to die to the best of my knowledge if we don't do this. What the fuck, Edgeworth?
Yeah, it's like, Edgeworth's coming in like, right. Check out the hot shit I've learned. And right, it's like, I'm busy.
Right. I have been meditating on a mountain in Tibet for a year now. I have become enlightened. Yeah, thanks, Edgeworth. Does Zach help save Maya? Are you gonna Batman this shit, Edgeworth? I am the knight, right?
It's just like, you can 500% understand why Phoenix is so pissed off at Edgeworth. It's like you faked your own death for like a year, and now you're coming back like hot shit. And it's like, I've got my own problem.
Now then, the prosecution would like to call its first witness. My enlightenment! Please bring Detective Gumshoe to the witness stand. Hey, Himbo, let's go!
Oh yeah, Gumshoe knows what's up though.
Yeah.
Look how sad he is to be here.
Witness, your name and occupation. My name's Detective Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm a detective down at the precinct, for now. For now? After this trial's over, I'm supposed to turn in my badge, sir. Detective Gumshoe? The prosecution has no need for a depressed witness.
Get out of here.
Lift your head up and face forward like the proud officer Detective Dick Gumshoe. Yes, sir. Now, let's have your testimony. If we want to explore the various facets of this case, we must start with that.
Get ready, Phoenix. This is going to be one very rough fight. Yeah.
It would have to be if Edgeworth as my opponent. The answer he has been struggling for. Interesting. But not as interesting as the fact that I have to save Maya's fucking life right now. Like, go back. We'll see you in another fucking year, Edgeworth. Show me this answer you finally found, Edgeworth. This answer that's worth risking Maya's life for.
Right? It's like, but not like too much though, please, Edgeworth.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. Like, give me 50% of the answer. That we could do.
I'll figure out the rest.
This murder happened after the Hero of Heroes Awards ceremony, sir. The victim, Juan Corrida, was found dead in his hotel room. After looking into the cause of death, we believe he was definitely murdered, sir. At first, we thought there was something suspicious about the empty guitar case. However, we later found out the guitar case had nothing to do with the murder. That's sus. After the award ceremony ended, the victim was alone in his room? Yes, sir. Both the victim and the defendant went to their rooms alone, sir. I see. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Would you please give us a brief timeline of what happened after the ceremony? Okay, pal. The ceremony started at 6 p.m. ended around 8 p.m. and there was a short break. A special post-ceremony show was supposed to start in the lobby 30 minutes later. And that's when the victim's body was found, correct? Which is to say, the murder occurred during a 30-minute break period. Please continue with your testimony, detective. The person who discovered the body's victim was Adrian Andrews, correct? Yeah. Who's this Adrian Andrews you're talking about? She's the defendant, Matt and God's manager. She's a real pretty lady, sir. Oh, so she's a pretty lady. I wonder if she'll grace us with her presence. Judge, no. All he needs is just someone to distract him, and he immediately goes down the wrong side. You just gotta like rein him back in. Like this is literally a fishing game.
Judge is just like. This is just like off in La La Land.
he's always like 2 steps to the side.
Listen, he's just so old is the thing.
He's just so old. He would definitely be like, how do I donate bits to this pretty lady streamer? I think she's doing great work.
That's 500. Yeah, I mean, what was the thing that like recently had to be explained to him? Where it's like, sir.
A lot of things.
I mean, also this was like when computers were a little bit newer, so Phoenix not knowing how to use one was still kind of ridiculous, but only slightly ridiculous.
Didn't he have like trouble like uploading something to the internet? I know that was in the anime though.
It's I think more in the 3rd game he might actually say it, but Phoenix doesn't understand technology. It's why he has a brick phone. I mean, it's not why he has a brick phone. Everyone has a brick phone in the trilogy, but in my head, it's why he has a brick phone. even
if it's like 10 years later, he'll have a brick phone. In the year of our Lord 2022.
He does. The Ace Attorney in the future takes place.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, because this takes place, and then there's a 7-year gap.
Okay.
And then the series picks up again. So yeah, 100% in modern times. Phoenix is like, what's this?
Newbie Nerd, thank you very much for 10 gifted subs. Jesus Christ, Newbie, how you doing? Thank you very much, my friend. Let me get a quick shout out to Newbie, who is also a brand new Genshin streamer, still growing on in. I'm doing fantastic, Newbie. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing very well. We've got a bunch of notifications to go through now, so we're gonna give him a second. And then get back into the bad voice acting. At least on my end, Katie does the great voice acting. I do the bad voice acting. Thank you very much, Newbie. It's very true.
I can do like 3 voices.
And you do them well. How are you doing today, Newbie? I hope you're doing very well. I'm gonna get some water while all these. Okay, yeah, I do hear it in the background. It's right there. Get the slimes going. If you got the new anime emote, get those slimes going, baby. Doing better. Actually did my first session of therapy. Yo, hold on, wait, time out. Legitimately, as just like a normal thing. Fuck yeah, that's awesome. Therapy 100%. For those who don't know, therapy 100% should be normalized. I used to go to therapy. Every once in a while, I still utilize counselors when I can. Therapy is fucking awesome. Hey, Newbie, seriously, that's awesome, dude. I'm really, really happy for you, and I'm really hoping it does the best for you. Honestly, I do. Yeah, exactly. Therapy is great. Fuck yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We're almost on with the alerts, I promise. They're just going on so much, and I would be distracted by them if I didn't. I will get distracted like no tomorrow. I think we only got like 1 more there. I do have to think. Okay, we got we got another few. People go to therapy are gamers. Yes, unfortunately no offices here, so tried BetterHelp so far. Yeah, I hear a lot of good things about BetterHelp. I know BetterHelp is one of those online ones. I actually did one by the phone for a little while as well that did really well. Then my insurance said it's not, they don't count that as a thing like they're supposed to, but you know, whatever. All right, let's get back to it. When the post-ceremony show was about to start, we went to get Mr. Angad. After visiting his room, she went to the victim's room to get him for the show. I see. And that's what she found the victim's body. The cause of death, wasn't that because Mr. Corrido was stabbed in the chest? Oh, a careless amateur like yourself, Mr. Wright. You know, someone who doesn't know shit about doing detective work and just takes things from the crime scene without really analyzing them. But someone who's like maybe 13 years old, like Emma Skye, would know to actually go deeper into and actually investigate. You know, someone like that, a careless amateur, would believe something so brainless, you know, pal? Just saying, you know, as an example, not pointing fingers, you know. I'm so sorry, Phoenix. Take a good, hard look at the crime photo. Now, a real spurt of attention will be drawn here to this banana.
Bandana.
Oh, bandana. I heard banana. I read banana. Like, wait, what the fuck? What banana is there? Banana.
Good job, Steph. You are the judge.
last stream.
Believe you.
Last stream, I was so in sync with Nick, and now I'm in sync with the judge.
I mean, between you yelled what at the same time the judge yelled what. You're both on banana brain. Banana.
His bandana, sir. That thing wrapped around tightly around his neck, sir. Ah, yes, I see. His banana says a bandana.
Incredible.
Then what about the knife? It seems to have been stuck in the victim's chest on purpose after his death. We have a crafty murderer on our hands here. So you strangled with a scarf, then stabbed with a knife. Judge, why do I relate to you right now? And why do you think that? Because it was empty, pal. The Jammin' Ninja doesn't go anywhere without his bright red guitar. And we couldn't find it anywhere at the scene of the crime. Oh, then how about his theory? A fan really wanted a guitar and did that crime to get it. How's that? We thought of that too, but the only fingerprints on the guitar case were the victims. Only fingerprints, huh? I see. So much is my theory then. Wait, really? Okay. What convinced you had nothing to do with the case? The guitar wasn't at the Gatewater Hotel that night. Well then, where was it? The right of the guitar was eventually found at the TV studio. The victim, John Corrido, had apparently only taken the case with him, sir. So you mean he forgot to put the guitar inside the case? Yes, sir. Even when he was on stage for a ceremony, he didn't have his guitar. So the guitar case was empty even before he got to the hotel. Yeah, that's right. So it really had nothing to do with the case after all. I believe that is enough. First, the victim was choked to death with his bandana, not a banana.
His banana bandana.
His bandana.
No, there was case one where there was banana. Except it wasn't even bananas then. Bananas are a lie. No bananas exist in Ace Attorney, you fool.
First, there was the witness who was strangled by his banana bandana from Habana Banana. Then, after the victim was dead, the killer deliberately stabbed him with a knife. Which brings me to my next point.
He obviously mistook the victim for a banana.
The murderer was trying to slice open a banana. Why then did Mr. Police? Why then did the police arrest Matt Ungard? Because there was reason enough to suspect him. Here he comes. Looks like Edris back in full swing. Very well, Detective Gumshoe, please testify about this matter. Yes, sir. How do you know that the killer isn't just a banana? Yeah, how do you know that the killer isn't just a banana in a human suit? That's a very good point. Matt and God and Juan Corrida were huge rivals with each other. They each thought the other guy was in his way. That motive enough is my book, you know. As for evidence, there's the Jammin' Ninja's button. It was ripped off the ninja's costume and found in Matt Ungard's Hakama. I'm gonna say that in a horrible New Yorker accent the best I can because I don't think I'd be able to say it normally. The defendant's fingerprints were also all over the knife. The defendant brought the knife for the crime, which makes this a premeditated murder. But it's also going against exactly what I just said a few moments ago, that he wasn't stabbed to death. He was actually just strangled to death. And this is what Mr. Phoenix, right, is gonna do in like 10 seconds and be like, hey.
I mean, if you bring a gun but wind up strangling someone, I think it still maybe counts as premeditated murder.
But like, you don't go into a
like
room.
If you were going to shoot him, but you missed every time, and then you strangled him.
No, you don't go into a room and be like, I'm gonna stab you. They're like, let me sit down so you can quietly strangle me. No big deal.
He didn't sit down so he could be quietly strangled. There are signs of a struggle.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Do you understand now, Phoenix? Even now, you are helpless against my machinations.
My evil machinations. What happened to your voice, Sedgeworth? Don't worry about it. I've become villainous. So the defendant's fingerprints are found on the knife used for the stabbing. It was sort of sticky on the handle, so the fingerprints came out pretty clearly, sir.
Gross.
Hell yeah.
Gatewater needs to wash its knives better.
And there's this button. It was found in the defendant's clothes, wasn't it? And is this button also covered in blood? No, sir. That was my peanut butter jelly sandwich earlier today. My bad. Let me wipe that off real quick. Yes, and we know that that's the blood on it is the victim's blood, sir. What? All this points very clearly to the defendant, doesn't it? God, I got back in his voice. Fake arrow. Yes, it most certainly does, Your Honor. Ready to give in? Right. Hold on, I gotta put on the cat ears real quick. Gotta put on the cat ears for newbie nerd.
Oh my.
By
the way, I was talking to someone, and I think your white balance is off.
What does that mean?
It means that whenever you put on your cat ears, it looks more white than pink on the camera.
All right, tell me how it looks. Here, we'll edit that real quick. We'll do a quick edit on.
Yeah, it doesn't super matter.
No, now it matters.
I mean, I don't know anything about it. That was just the terms they used. I don't know what a white balance is. I don't know anything about streaming.
That's not good.
They are pink, right, Steph?
They are pink, yeah.
Yeah, the Ethano's like, wait, they're pink? They're pink and green. Or yeah, the ribbon's green, but the ears are pink.
Yeah, see? Oh, I see what's happening. Okay, you know what? Hold on. Hold on.
Just get yourself back to normal.
Oh. Yeah.
God. Why did I instigate that?
You hate it, huh?
It's something.
It's something. Let's see, if I put on the brightest a little bit, then I start ruining my face. I don't know how to fix this one, I'll be honest. Oh, maybe I do the contrast a bit? Nope.
Don't worry about it too much. Mess around like after stream, probably.
Yeah, that's a good point. Mess around after stream. Yeah, but people love this thing and they love the little sounds it makes. They love it.
Well, I saw the ribbon and the bells, and I was like, "This is a." You asked me to find the objectively cutest pair of ears, so I did. I fucking did.
You did. All right.
I wouldn't let you down, Steph.
You did not let me down. I'll find a hole in your argument somehow. You can press as hard as you'd like. Just hurry up with your usual pointless questions. It's not gonna be pointless when I ask you on a date, Edgeworth. But I'm super mad, so I'm not gonna do that now. But in terms of popularity, Matt Ungard won, did he not? Yeah, but you know what's ironic, pal? Juan Corrido was always one step behind Matt Ungard in everything. This year seemed like he'd finally caught up, ready for the big final showdown. But Mr. Corrido lost the Grand Prix in the end. That's too bad. He must have been pretty downhearted after losing. Wait just 1 second here. Mr. Ungard was beating Mr. Corrido in the popularity polls. I like how he says usual pointless questions as if he hasn't beaten Edgeworth in literally every case. Yeah, well, I guess, but which means that in the defendant's eyes, the victim was not a rival at all, which means he had no motive to kill at all. Yes, I quite agree. Well, detective, it's not, well, if you put it that way, then yeah, the defendant would have no motive. Detective, I'm beginning to see why you were fired.
Rip.
No, not you too! Mr. Edgeworth, sir, that's... I look forward to your pension negotiations. Oh my god. No!
Pension?
Now, detective, let's continue with the testimony.
Why would you attack his pension?
No, not my poor pension too. Detective, if you value your money, I suggest you proceed. Yes, sir. We'll talk about...
Is this like extortion?
Yes, this is extortion. Which, remember, the only crime that is illegal in this world is murder. Otherwise, it's good to go.
Wait, I guess everything winds up devolving to murder, doesn't it?
I mean, here's the thing. In the courtroom, we have objective accounts of assault. I think though...
Listen, Don Karma can get away with it because I love her.
Yeah. What about what I was saying? Hello, anyone? Do you have any proof that the button belonged to the victim? Huh? What do you mean, pal? Oh, let me put it like this way. I'm asking you if you have any evidence to back up your claim that this button was ripped off the Jammin' Ninja's costume. Huh? But can you tell just by looking at it? And the victim's blood is on it. Anyone could have smeared that blood on there afterwards. Mr. Edgeworth, help me, sir. Alright. Do it. It had to be this piece of evidence. Now, to reel this one in. Thread. Huh? The button was attached to the costume by thread, obviously. And that thread snapped when the button was torn off. If you match the ends of the thread to the costume with the ends of the thread of the button, it's a perfect match. Yeah, that did a perfect match, pal. Ugh.
Gumshoe. That's Edgeworth for you. Never misses a beat.
When was this button found? Pretty soon after the body was found, we rounded up everybody who knew Mr. Corrida, and then we did a search on them all, and that's when we found the button. So it was almost immediately after the murder. The police didn't have the free time to lollygag and play tricks, unlike Some people. Hey! What's he trying to say about me here?
Are you, Edward, sir, are you trying to imply that, like, I should have been investigating the murder scene because I was kicked off that night, I'm pretty sure.
Edward, are you trying to imply that you leaving for a year doesn't count for that same goddamn thing?
Like you weren't off lollygagging somewhere?
For a whole fucking year, letting us get into a fucking, like, rage about it? How are the fingerprints arranged on the knife? Huh? What do you mean, Bow? By examining the fingerprints, you can determine how the defendant held the knife. For example, did he hold it normally or overhand? Oh, is that what you meant? Well, we didn't actually think on that. I can't believe the bumbling of this department. Hopeless. Were you paying attention to the testimony, Mr. Wright? The defendant's fingerprints were all over the knife. There is no way to determine how the knife was held at the moment of the murder. So is the defendant the owner of this knife then? Edge of the Phoenix needs some marriage counseling. Thoroughly agreed.
Maybe just a little bit.
There's no way that this was a premeditated murder, even if he brought the knife. Sorry, pal, this isn't just some pocket knife. It's a steak knife. Do you see the kinds of steaks these people are eating with it? It's a golden steak knife. If I could eat a steak with a golden steak knife, I don't know. If I keep my pension, maybe I can, but who knows? It doesn't fold, so it's not great for walking around with either. Well, this is not good. The prosecution can prove it was a premeditated murder. We're done for.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
There's something very interesting about what the detective said just now. Think carefully before it's too late.
A button covered in the victim's blood and a knife with on-guard's fingerprints.
Be grateful. If the judge were more rash, he would have already pounded his gavel in closing.
We're still in a world of trouble.
Well, before any battle, you must find your enemy's weakness. I could just tell you what's happening, but I don't really feel like it. So let's just find the weakness in this testimony, no matter how small it may be, okay, Phoenix?
Yeah, it is weird seeing Promeo. No, backspace, thank you. Tomato juice. Why tomato juice? So the defendant bought the knife, B-O-U-G-H-T.
What?
It says the defendant bought the knife for the crime, which makes this a premeditated murder.
I think that's just a typo.
Let me press it one more time.
I think.
There's no way that this was premeditated murder, even if he bought the knife. Sorry, pal, this isn't just some knife. It doesn't fold, so it can't be walk around either. Yeah, bought is in there twice.
Oh, maybe?
He said bought twice. I think we gotta prove it's the gate. I think what we gotta do, because the whole point we're doing right now is proving that it's not premeditated. because he didn't buy the knife.
Maybe. Maybe it's not a typo.
Let's go! Wait a second. What? So the basis of your argument is that this is a premeditated murder is simply that my client bought a knife beforehand, right? That's right, pal. The defendant did not buy this knife. Huh? Take a good look at the handle of this knife and you'll see what I'm talking about. Huh? It has Gatewater seal set into the handle. Alright. Boop.
You're right, my bad, Steph. I just assumed it was a typo.
No, you're good. Ears are off now. Thank you very much, newbie, for the 10 minutes of ears. Nyan. Gatewater. I think I heard that name somewhere before.
I'd hope so, Gumshoe.
I seriously hope so. That's the name of the hotel, the Gatewater Hotel. Oh. The murder knife was actually property of the hotel, which means this murder was not premeditated. Yes, that is very true. This is a very big... What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm sorry, but the defense is simply too careless. What? I think whether the crime was premeditated or not has already been determined. How so? I admit, this knife is hotel property. There is no one currently on the police force that is dumb enough not to realize this. But
And that's why you're fine.
The question is,
Gumshoe.
where did this knife come from? And where did it go?
Where did it come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
Why, that's obvious. It came from the victim, Mr. Corinna's room. Sorry, Your Honor, but that is incorrect. The victim ate a last meal before he was murdered. With that being the case, I would like to draw the court's attention to what is on top of the table we can clearly see from the courtroom. There's a knife and a fork on the table. Then, where in the world did this knife come from? Tisk. If it pleases the court, I would like us to recall the room of the defendant, Mr. Matt Ungard. Especially what was on top of his table. There is something missing. Perhaps it is a single knife. You're so goddamn extra, Edgeworth. We
Sure is.
We investigated the leftover dishes for fingerprints, and while we were investigating, we came to the conclusion that Mr. Matt Ungard's knife was missing. Mr. Ungard had gone to the victim's room with the knife he had used during dinner. Why would he carry a knife to visit? To kill, of course. And with that, I believe the prosecution has proven this was a premeditated murder. Amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. Absolutely brilliant. A brilliantly clear deduction.
Seems like Edgeworth had this plan from the very beginning.
This must be one of those traps, and I just walked headlong into it. A murder weapon with fingerprints and a button from the victim's costume. There is a quite sizable amount of evidence here. I can safely say... Don't tell me this is one of the false ends. Oh, beans. I can safely say that with any further deliberation is a waste of time, Your Honor. Although, I wouldn't mind if the defense were to present evidence not yet shown to the court. Evidence not yet shown?
He means evidence that the court hasn't seen yet. In other words, new evidence.
What does the defense have to say about this, Mr. Wright? Well...
Phoenix. Judge is favoring the prosecution right now. If we answer with something wrong here...
That gavel of his will be ringing out the sound of our defeat. Mr. Wright, do you have something that's important and necessary to present to this court? Save?
No.
I mean, it could very well be no. I don't know at this point. I do. There is one piece of evidence that catches my attention. Something this court has yet to see. Mr. Wright, I will say this one more time. I do not feel this trial needs to continue at all. However, I'm giving you one chance and only one. What the judge is saying, right? Don't try pulling one of your usual bluffs here. If I mess this up, it's credit for us all. Oh, the entire thing is red. The entire thing is red.
You got one shot, boy.
This is it, but it has nothing to do with the case, does it?
Yeah, no, that'd be bad. I think I know what it is, but I won't say. Good.
It's the Ace Attorney's. It's the Attorney's badge. It's gotta be Ethna. You're fucking right. How'd I miss that? I'm so sorry.
F.
This is a wine glass, is it not? It's not an attorney's badge. Get the hell out of my courtroom, right? Case closed. Maya's gonna die.
Guilty.
Please look at the photo of the crime scene one more time. The scene is a mess because of the victim's struggle against his assailant. The vase was broken to make his makeup is all over the floor. These were all things that were at one point sitting on top of the dresser. Well, yes, I see your point. However, this glass that is sitting on top of the dresser is mysteriously untouched. The only thing that we had not fallen over along with everything else that's on... the only thing that... Not this again. It's another Soul Cat moment.
What's happening?
The only thing that had not fallen over along with everything else is this wine glass. This piece of evidence is more than strange enough to warrant further consideration. Well, what do you all have to say? Well, yes, it is a little peculiar. Yes, isn't it? I thought it was. You can stop looking at me with those puppy dog eyes of yours now. Mr. Edgeworth. What is it, Your Honor? Your opinion. You don't need my opinion. Because there is no special meaning to that glass. What? It is safe to say that the glass was set there after the crime took place. By the person who discovered the body. Adrian Andrews, for example. She could have easily been so shocked that she set the glass down without thinking. That does sound very plausible, Mr. Wright. There's no way. If you're weak here, the trial is over. I can look for my proof later. Now, I should trust my instinct and...
They just might fall for it if you're thought-provoking enough.
The defense would like to challenge the prosecution's theory. We would like to see something that proves Miss Andrews... It was Miss Andrews who put the cup on the table. You've turned the situation on its head yet again, as usual. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any proof to back up your claim? There's no way he has any. He's just bluffing. Unlike Mr. Wright, I never say anything unless I have evidence to support it. We fingerprinted the glass. What? You're not thinking hard enough today, right? Did you think
It's almost like you're distracted, as if your friend's life is on the line somewhere.
I don't see Maya with you. For some reason, her not being here likely has you somewhat minorly distracted. A small inconvenience, no doubt, but think, right, think. Did you think this wine glass escaped my notice?
Nothing does. Nothing.
I see you when you're sleeping. I know when you're awake. I'm actually Santa Claus, right? Then... Of course, it has been... He actually did, oh my god. It has been thoroughly inspected for fingerprints. Fingerprints? There were only one set of fingerprints left on this wine glass. Only one? Well, whose were they? They were not the victims nor the defendants. Rather, they were one of Adrian Andrews. What? Beans. That's why I said that the person who had discovered the body had left it there. Are we done, Mr. Wright? I can't believe I fell into another trap.
I don't know if it's a trap so much as Edgeworth's just fucking on point, I guess.
Miss Andrews was probably holding the glass when she went to see Mr. Corrida. But upon seeing his dead body, she was stunned and set the glass on the dresser. What you said makes a lot of sense. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Now do you see, Mr. Wright? Right, why did I say Mr.? No, that's not how it's supposed to go. Now do you see, Wright? You can't change any parts of my scenario as it explains everything all too well. I thought long and hard about this past year about what it means to be a prosecutor. And from here on out, I will show you the answer I've come to discover.
The answer is beating your ass in court.
And sacrificing your best friend in doing so. Wait a second, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution has provided enough evidence for me to enter my verdict. Unfortunately, I cannot allow you to pass judgment yet.
I'm not done whooping Wright's ass just yet.
Do you think I have been gone for an entire year not to come back and make a statement of defense attorney's judge? The prosecution has yet another witness we would like to...
This man will be utterly destroyed by the time we're done here.
This, Judge, do you not see? This is the equivalent of me giving a 3-hour monologue while the hero waits for his time to come up with another rebuttal. But this time, he will not. Yes. Bailiff, please bring in the next witness.
What in the world is Mr. Edgeworth thinking? He's just being dramatic, Mia, you wouldn't get it.
No! Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation. Witness, your name and occupation, please.
Bang, 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 bang.
Ah!
Hey, gotcha. I'm not... I can't.
I wonder what happened to that calm composure he had, like, literally a second ago.
He's already forgetting.
I know, right?
He's already forgetting his life choices. He's like, wait, I got too dramatic. I take it back. Oh, Edgy boy, it's been, what, a year since we last met, hasn't it? You should be more happy to see me.
I saw the report for testimony, but who knew that under that helmet? It was the wicked witch of the witness stand.
I tell you, this time I know what I'm supposed to do. So today I'm here to tell you anything and everything. Even things that don't have to do with that terrible crime.
No, please. Miss Witness, that terrible crime is all the court needs to know.
Bang, 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 bang.
Oh!
Shush, I'm talking to my dear Edgy Wedgie right now.
Oh, no.
Don't interrupt us, Gramps.
Yes, madam. Oh god, not her. No, no, no. Please, by all means, interrupt her. Please, please, Your Honor, I've made a terrible mistake. Anyways, witness.
Oh right, we're in a court of law, and my boyfriend's right across from us.
My year of Tibetan monk training. Give me 1 second. My year of serene tranquility and meditation. Let it not go to waste. Anyways, witness, your testimony, please.
It's true what they say, that the youth are just hotheads nowadays. Not that I mind at all, Edgy. Now then, what should I start with?
Uchu! Let me give a quick shout out to Uchu. Yes, Newbie Nerd gave you a subscription with a bunch of gifted subs. Please make sure to say thank you to Newbie Nerd, a fantastic Genshin streamer. So please take a look. Please check him out, yeah? The witness was on security detail at the hotel on the night of the murder. Is this correct, Miss Oldbag?
It was a great job being able to see my dearest Juan. It was almost too much for my little heart to handle.
You mean you were a fan of the victim?
Look, everyone is crazy over that on guard, saying he's cute in a fresh way or something. But not me, I wouldn't say anything so silly. After all, I have no interest in a little child like him.
Hold on, let me go through the court record real quick. How old is Matt on guard? 21. How old is Edgeworth?
How old is, Juan?
He looks older, I will say that. I thought he was like 30 or something. Juan objectively looks older than Matt, but they're both baby. I had to check that real quick.
After all, I have no interest in a child like him. I'm only interested in a real man, Juan Corrida.
But those two. Oh, Phoenix, same brain, let's go.
Anyway, as I was saying, I was pacing in front of his room that night. And last night, I paced in front of his room all the time.
Very well. Please tell the court what you witnessed the night of the murder.
Leave it to me, Edgy Poo.
Oh, God, this sounds so bad.
Anyway, after that ceremony, I went to pace around the hallway in front of his room.
Why?
There was something I was interested in finding out, you know.
No!
Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time. That's when someone showed me up. It was a man coming out of poor Juan's room. He was on guard, man, on guard. He was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room.
So Mr. On Guard came from the victim's room.
See, it has to be him. He's the murderer.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, we begin your cross-examination. Oh, gods. Miss Oldbag, what was your post on that night?
The lobby. I was supposed to help set up the stage for that trifling show.
Oh, Oldbag.
If I refused to help, I'll have you know it was for that lead-headed samurai show.
Maybe it was a good thing the show didn't go on.
Besides, that old manager with glasses seemed working hard at it without me. So I thought I'd take a break and spread my wings a little.
And that's when you went to hang around the victim's door. Oh, she just gives you the worst feeling sometimes.
My favorite is that, like, the whole time she's flirting, you can clearly see her wedding band.
What?
Wait for the next time she raises up her, left hand.
Something you were interested in, and just what was that?
It's not some little thing I could just go around telling everyone, you know.
Oh my god, she's actually married. Who would marry her?
Top secret between me and Juan. Ah, and Edgy Poo, of course.
No, don't bring Edgeworth into this perversion of yours. She actually has a wedding band. What? Also, why is it on the left hand? For some reason, I always thought wedding bands go on the right.
I thought wedding bands go on the left hand.
Am I wrong? Hold on. Wedding bands on right or left? Hold on, I'm gonna take a look at this real quick. It's on the left hand. Okay. Because it's closer to one's heart or something like that. Okay.
Oh, that's a cute reason.
It is cute. I could have sworn it was the right hand. Maybe that's how. I don't know. I'll see if I. Mr. Edgeworth, what is this thing she was interested in? No.
Well, I have a couple answers for you, Judge.
I have no idea. I despise gossip, Your Honor. Gossip? But should it prove relevant, we can always have it appended into her testimony later.
It looks like we shouldn't force it right now.
And did the witness stay in the victim's vicinity, in the vicinity of the victims the entire time? Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, then would you please tell us the number of people who went in and out of Mr. Corrida's room?
I have no idea. I wasn't born so I could count things for those who didn't pay attention in class. That's why ever since I turned 20, I quit keeping track of how old I really am.
Yes, well, that would explain why your age was not included in the report. In any case, the witness then saw someone, correct? She pulled a real big Fran Drescher move out there, huh? Who in the world was that?
I'm not allowed to say. This sort of information has to be carefully guarded from the masses, Sonny. Maybe if you informed them. It was. He was.
Yes, he was.
I'm too scared. I can't say his name out loud.
Oh, I wouldn't give that Francisca's whip right now.
You see the value of Francisca?
Do you think they just took Francisca out of this part specifically because they didn't want to actually have someone whipping an old lady?
Because it would have been too satisfying.
They didn't want us to be satisfied, yeah. You saw my client. Are you sure about that?
Yes, sir.
Really?
Annoying brat. When I say I saw someone, I saw that person.
Yeah, last year you saw the Steel Samurai too, right? Oh! I'm just on match with literally every character today.
Every character.
Every character. Judge, Edgeworth, and Phoenix. Maybe to avoid a repeat last year, I should delve into this a bit further. Person's face. Please tell the core about the man's face in more detail.
You don't need me to tell you about his face. That soft, gentle look in his eyes and his effeminate lips. His right eye covered by his silky hair, his sparkling, shining teeth.
Shiny teeth and me. Is she
Well, he's shining all around in this week's pinup poster, dear.
This week's pin? Why do you? I mean, I don't care how he looks in this week's issue. Please stay with what you saw that night.
What? On God's face is the same no matter where it is, you know, you whippersnapper.
So, Mr. Wright, was his testimony just now important or relevant in any way? It's not. I guess it really wasn't that important after all. Mr. Wright, do you know what we say? Time is valuable. If not, I suggest you learn.
Wasted 3 minutes of this woman's youth. That's more valuable than gold to me.
Why do I suddenly feel old in the presence of her childish whining?
She may not remember things or be mistaken here and there, but I don't think she's lying.
That's bad for us, really bad.
But that's how the human mind is. It also has a tendency to jump off topic. She's strayed onto a few interesting side topics this time too, hasn't she? But that's what makes her a sweet old lady, right?
Mia, I'm so sorry. You have not dealt with this crazy, windy old bag. Is Phoenix jealous of what Old Bag and Edgeworth have? No. I think Phoenix and Edgeworth are both jealous of what Old Bag and Red White have. It's because you're not the one who asked the question. I'm gonna go off on those other two real quick, see what happens.
In which hand? His right hand or his left?
Oh, right. I missed up something.
Now this is a real mess. I mean, I can't be expected to answer such a vague question.
Indeed. Please be more specific for your question, Mr. Wright. Sorry. What was the man carrying in his right hand?
He wasn't carrying anything in that hand.
Then how about his left?
Okay.
Oh, this thing has a lot of nothing. So, Mr. Wright, was his testimony important or relevant in any way? Not important right now. Not until I can figure out why it might be important. So, coming out of his room would be after the murder. So if he was going in, then we could definitely talk about the knife, but like, you know. Please tell the court about the man's clothes in more detail.
What a troublesome man you are, really, as if something like that matters.
But it does.
Now what was it? Oh yes, it was that thing.
What thing?
That gaudy thing he's always wearing, that racing jacket.
Oh my god. He was wearing that at the detention center too.
That thing's meant for nothing but seducing women out of their pantaloons. Men.
Right. Was this testimony just now important or relevant in any way? I guess it really wasn't that important after all. The only thing I can say is that she does not remember his face clearly. And
well, I won't say anything.
Fair. I'm trying to think.
Do you want to, like, check your evidence to see anything? Maybe I'm way off.
I'm gonna do that in a second. First off, let me double check. It is covering his right eye, okay. So, that is covering his right eye. Her hair is covering her left. He says left, I could do that again. Because they both are, you know, effeminate in a way. Did say the right eye. Yeah, let's see what we got. So ceremony, interesting finding.
I want to point something out so badly, but I try not to say anything.
I mean, the racing. He couldn't have been wearing his jacket. That's impossible. He could not have been wearing his jacket. Because he was still in costume to actually do his show in 30 minutes. Impossible. He could not have been wearing it.
Save before presenting evidence, though.
Again? Then perhaps you would like to point out what part of that testimony was important. Don't you see it, Edgeworth? Your Honor, I request what the witness say about the jacket be appended to her testimony. I don't quite see where you're going with this, but alright, witness, please.
Ah, well, I don't like to badmouth anyone without reason, but if I must.
That's you.
He was wearing his flashy racing jacket. Honestly, it's all just for show.
Hey, Xander. Are you sure the defendant was wearing a racing jacket?
What do you think? It's not like I've ever seen him in anything other than that horrible thing. I'm sure he was wearing it.
She's so sure of herself. It's the point of self-absorption.
She may not remember.
Yeah, we've already done this part. Yeah, boppity boppity bop papa. Now, what do I present to prove?
There's something I have in mind, but
I'm thinking of the press conference ticket, honestly.
do you want to save before presenting, just to be safe?
Just to be safe. Nope, music's not changed.
Yep. I would have presented something different.
Oh, right. I'm an idiot.
Do you want to reload? Get back that little baby point.
Yeah, I guess. Why not? Gotta present the button because the button was stuck in the yarmulke or the no.
It says it in the
Hakama.
Yeah.
Miss Soulbag.
What? Don't go saying my name for no reason.
Do you know what this is?
Ah! It's button number 2 on the Jam Ninja's costume!
Wait, what the fuck? How do you know what that is?
I think that's the funniest.
Now I know she's an obsessed fan. She identified it in a single glance.
Give it here! If you don't give it to me, I'll punish you with this! Punish you!
Wow. She is really a diehard fan to want a button covered in blood.
I mean, to be honest, I do feel like that would sell for a lot.
I mean, isn't that like a thing where like if you have the thing that murdered a celebrity, it's gonna sell for something, you know what I'm saying?
Right. If you have any bit of DNA of a celebrity, tragically, that's gonna sell a lot.
Da 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 da, but it's all celebrities. Jurassic Park was all celebrities from like thrift shop buys.
Oh.
This button was discovered on Mr. Ungard's body during a full body search.
See? This button proved beyond a shadow of a doubt it was that rascal Ungard.
It was cut up in the pleats of his nickel samurai hakama pants.
See? And the guard is the nickel samurai.
Witness! Now, it may just be me, and I do have an active imagination. I may just be a country lawyer, small town lawyer, but... but just now, didn't you say that the defendant, Matt Ungard, was wearing his usual racing jacket?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Sorry that you judge people based on what they wear. I wore the trendiest dress and maybe you think I was the most gorgeous woman, but instead I have to put up with this ridiculous looking outfit. That's hideous, right? Let me tell you. It's heavy, I'm so heavy. Dream alive for all those kids out there I work with a smile on my face, do you understand? Now take a look in the mirror. Your clothes are about as interesting as documenting on curling. Take a tip for a hedgy poo. Taste that.
Now hold your tongue still for a second. So, what you saw in actuality was not Mr. Ungard, the man, but Mr. Ungard, the nickel samurai.
What do you think about it?
This is the same thing as last year, holy shit.
They're really one and the same anyway.
This is the same thing as last year, holy shit! Miss Oldbag, this is a very important point we're talking about.
Edgy Poo, do you think so too?
Well, it might be something worth considering. This thing's important and agree with me for a change!
No, I must be dramatic.
Witness, think carefully, try to remember as much as you can before you testify.
Alright, if you insist.
I should be the one sighing, not you.
On guard, on guard. Yes, now I remember. Nickel Samurai, that's right, it was a Nickel Samurai I saw. Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. Had to go to that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know. So he must have worn that Nickel Samurai costume once he was stabbing poor Juan.
I knew it. I knew you'd say he was inside that costume.
What? Do you think there could have been someone else inside that costume? Don't be a bad little boy thinking such rude things.
But the possibility does exist.
Ah, young ones today, I told you, there's no way that it was anyone else.
Everyone just look at the camera for a second and remember the Steel Samurai case. How do you know that?
Because I said so. What I say is the truth.
Oh, that hurts on so many levels right now. At least she's just as delightful as a witness as she was a year ago. That's right, you may cross-examine the witness. Would you please get on with your testimony?
Ha! Watch your language, young man. What sort of tone is that to take with an elder? My youthfulness isn't what it used to be, so you should forgive me for everything. If you keep on barking at me like that, I'll start singing at the top of my lungs.
Please don't. What?
I've spoken to you, Lord Samuel, Lord he's a Nickel Samuel.
He's actually singing. Somebody help my poor ears. Mr. Ardreth, can you please do something about this racket? Witness, I'll give you a piece of gum later. What the fuck, Edgeworth? Let me train you like a dog, Witness. Witness, I'll give you a piece of gum later. If you'll be good and stick
I wouldn't do it
yourself.
for gum, but if he replaced that with like Jolly Rancher, I'd be like, okay. Okay! You promise, right?
Right. I'll be sending you the bill for the chewing gum here. I'll be sure to get the expensive Mentos as well. Remind me to send you a thank you note later too, Edgeworth, old chum. That's really funny, actually.
You see what your wonton pressing has done? Now
Yeah.
Phoenix has to pay for gum.
What's the hell is this trial's point? That's every trial in this game, newbie. Like every trial, you go like 10 minutes, and it's like, what the fuck is happening, man? What the fuck is happening? That's great. Be a little more careful with your testimony, please. Not too long ago, you said he was wearing his racing jacket, and now he's not?
Not too long ago. Let me ask you this, when you were itty bitty, what was your grand dream?
Huh?
What did you want to be when you grew up, whippersnapper?
My dream. Well, I wanted to be Judge Wagner, hero of the public court. So what?
See? Look where you are now. You're not Judge Wagner, are you? Are you?
Well,
What I said earlier. Who puts any weight into things like that?
the court!
The now is everything. I can't be held responsible for the past.
Technically, we can say that about the murderer too, then, old man!
Case dismissed.
So did the court become theatrics over testimonies? Phoenix! Look at Edgeworth right now, Phoenix. Yeah, that's very true, newbie. No,
Also, what kind of child wants to be Judge Wagner?
who is Judge Wagner?
Hold on, wait. Is he an actual person?
Judge Wagner. There's a Christopher Wagner. There's a Mary Wagner.
I feel like it's a made-up person. Just what 5-year-old is like? I want to be a court judge.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
But then again, his best friend was Edgeworth, who probably was like...
Wanted to be a defendant.
He wanted to be, yeah, a defense attorney, so Phoenix was probably like, and I'll be the judge.
We'll have insider judge stuff all the time.
And Larry will be the prosecution because he's so easy to defeat.
Oh, newbie, this one gets even wilder, I'll tell you that much.
All that matters is the man inside the costume. Isn't that enough?
Hold on. I just got an achievement unlocked that says Judge Wagner.
Ah!
I just unlocked an achievement in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. It says Judge Wagner and it has a picture of, what's her name, holding up the gun. I'm like, okay. I guess I'm getting this achievement.
Send me a screenshot of that later, because I wasn't watching the live stream.
I did not have it on the live stream. It only came up on my computer.
You guys show me that later. That's amazing.
I'll show it to you on Steam, yeah. And why would that be?
That way no one can see his face, of course.
But there's still no advantage for him that I can see. In fact, you would think that the costume would make him stand out more.
You're a 15-year-old child, you know that? You disagree with everything I said.
Isn't that what you're always doing to me?
I got it. Maybe it's more troublesome for him to change in and out of his costume.
Now, that's actually a reasonable argument. Was there anyone else scheduled to appear at that post-ceremony show?
Well, all the contestants were supposed to go on stage in a friendly gesture thing.
And that included the jamming ninja.
Of course I included him. That's why when a guard came out of Dear Juan's room, I didn't give it a second thought.
I see.
Well, anyway.
So let me ask you one last time. The person you saw, it really was the Nickel Samurai.
As showy as ever. Haven't I been saying that from the very beginning?
No. Can I throw in the towel yet?
You don't need to think too hard on this one.
Huh?
There's a contradiction in her testimony and it's sitting in plain sight. The question is what that contradiction means for us.
Oh, I have to figure out what you're talking about first, but okay. It's the I remember, because you don't remember shit. So what am I presenting is the question. See, if I present the tabloid here, that's not impossible, right? Adrian Andrews. If I present the tabloid here, because Adrian Andrews, it would be convenient for Adrian Andrews to wear it, not per se for him to wear it.
There's something else I would present, but I don't know if I have a strong enough case for it, so...
Put the Magatama, see where she's fucking lying. A glossy photo might push onto me. Why, if you're in a nickel samurai suit, why not use your fucking spear instead of like, anyways. All right, let's see what we got.
Because how can you strangle someone to death with a spear stuff?
He was okay. Okay, we're gonna start this again. We're gonna start this again, Katie. He wasn't killed by. Wait, I'm so confused now. Never mind. Forget it. Don't know where else gonna go with that. Forget it.
You're like, you ready to go? I don't have an argument.
Listen, Katie, I will fucking fight you if I had something to fight you with. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, I'm an idiot.
Don't worry, I was too. I was thinking something completely different.
Please take a look at this.
Yeah, so it's a knife, big deal. If you're trying to scare me with that, I'll have you know it won't work. I'm immune to knives.
Immune to knives. Just click, goes right on off her. No, that's not my intention at all. That's the knife that was used in the murder, correct? Your Honor, do you know why this piece of evidence is important to this case? You don't even have to ask, because it has the defendant's fingerprints are on it. Is that what you're driving at? That's exactly what I'm driving at. What are we driving at? And whose car are we driving?
I love you, Judge. I love how Edgeworth is just like, I'm not even gonna immediately say it. I'm just like, oh yes, I know what you're after.
Can I say something really bad?
What's that?
I was thinking that exact same pun too.
Why are you on par with the judge?
If Mr. On Guard was really in his nickel samurai costume at the time of the murder, then it's impossible for his fingerprints to have been left on this knife. Actually, he would have wiped all of his previous fingerprints on this knife right off. Oh, that's right. The nickel samurai wears gloves, doesn't he? He probably took his gloves off before he began the step. Oh, I'm about to start a murder. Let me take off my gloves.
I mean, that's how you start a duel, after all. Gotta smack it on the ground.
And why would he do something like that? To leave his prints on the murder weapon? There's no way he would do something like that. However, there is one possibility. Then let's hear your possibility. It's very simple. The defendant went to the victim's room while in costume as a nickel samurai. At that time, the defendant had no intent to murder. So you're saying it wasn't premeditated?
Alright, that's a partial win.
Yeah. He was probably just going to relax and talk with the victim about the stage show. Which is why he took his gloves off. But the murder still did take place. It's well known that there was bad blood between the defendant and the victim. Yes, I've heard this before. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say about Edger's theory? So let me get this straight. Edger's theory goes like this. When the defendant went to the victim's room, he had no intention of killing him. Now, up to this point, are there any problems with the series? There's a big contradiction. This theory contradicts something in an earlier testimony. What are you babbling about? Now, for argument's sake, let's suppose Mr. On Guard was the killer. In that case, I think it's impossible for the killer to have gone to the victim's room without intent. This knife. This was used by Mr. On Guard at dinner. Yes, we did establish that. Which means that if my client was in fact the killer, then he brought this knife with him when he went to visit Mr. Corrida. I suppose. However, you just said it yourself. At that time, the defendant held no intent to murder. If that were true, then why did he bring the knife? He wouldn't, would he? Which means, Mr. Edgeworth, your theory is flawed from supposition. Supposition? What's a supposition?
I feel like I know this word, but I'm blanking on the actual definition. It's like, I think it really is like supposing this type thing, I think. Like an assumption, but a subsumption. Yeah, like supposing this, then building this, I think.
Okay.
It's been I'll look it up later.
Your theory is flawed from supposition 1. And one more thing. If the murderer was wearing the costume at the time of the murder, then there should be glove marks left on the knife.
Right, because it's sticky.
Which means the defendant's fingerprints shouldn't have been all over it like bees on a hive.
That's a weird analogy, right? But
yeah. And that brings me to my final point. This knife was planted by the real killer to hide their identity and mislead us.
I love that Phoenix really has gotten more competent when you think about it.
He really has. I say, order in the court! Was this knife really planted by the killer? Why would the murderer do such a thing? To frame Matt on guard. To frame my client, Matt on guard, of course. To frame. Aren't you forcing the interpretation a little too hard on this one? But we just established that the witness saw the nickel samurai in costume. And if that were true, then there shouldn't be a single fingerprint on this knife. Ugh! Witness.
Looks like I've made your life a tiny bit more difficult, huh, Edgy Prue?
Oh my god. Witness, did you or did you not see the nickel samurai?
Well, I guess at first I might have forgotten, but...
Oh my god, old bag! Are you saying you mixed up Mr. On Guard with the nickel samurai, his character on TV?
I mean, I can't really do anything about that now. Look, I was waiting around for the doors because, well, I wasn't waiting around for the nickel samurai, that's for sure.
She wasn't waiting for the nickel samurai. Alright, who are you waiting for then?
That's top secret to anyone outside of security.
I have a feeling that you were waiting for Mr. Juan Coretta. Am I correct, witness?
Ha ha ha! What do you think? You are a sad amateur with terrible case of nearsightedness.
Amateur? Me? What am I an amateur of? Soulbag was waiting around in front of the victim's room, but it doesn't sound like she was waiting to catch a glimpse of Mr. Coretta.
Maybe. Phoenix. Maybe the old bag was waiting around for that person.
So I was thinking, Mia's hitting at, it's certainly possible. Miss Oldbag, you were waiting for this person to come out of the room, weren't you? Edgeworth! No. Who is this person? This is Adrian Andrews, Mr. On Guard's manager. But why would the defendant's manager be in the victim's room? It seems that this is the latest rumor circulation, Your Honor.
I said I didn't read gossip, but I do so love gossip in truth.
Not only do I drink the tea back home, but I do drink the tea from the tabloids as well. And this was a steaming batch of tea, Your Honor. Oh, this is, well, this is, haha, I see. The judge seems to be really into the article, if it can be called such a thing. Then this manager with the initials AA, are you saying it's... Adrian Andrews? Without a doubt, the witness thought so as well.
Hey, looks like you found me out!
Wait, so was it ever clarified if Ms. Von Karma down? She was just shot in the right arm. She was shot in the right shoulder.
Yeah, she was shot in the right shoulder.
Just like good old daddy.
Oh, that's fine. I can fill in this whole sworn to confidentiality stuff then.
Witness! What in the world are you?
Watch out, Phoenix. I've got a bad feeling about this. A very bad feeling. I've got some information. Some very secret information from a certain source. That's why I was doing my own little investigation. In secret, of course.
Don't tell me your source is Lada. But what for?
Oh, just for myself. Personal reasons and all that.
I was gonna kill Adrian when she was hooking up with Karina! Why did I think
And
you're
take your place as another fellow young beauty.
Well, Miss Edgeworth, how will you proceed from here? I really don't want to do this. However, I cannot simply let this point slide. I see. Very well then, witness. Please testify about this top secret information.
Get ready! This is gonna take the wind out of you young ones.
Oh, let me save real quick. Alright, I gotta use the restroom real quick, so I think we'll put on a BRB screen and we'll be back in just a moment, alright guys? So I want to see this all throughout. I want to see this entire part of this testimony all throughout. I do not want a moment of this gone from my brains. We'll be right back, guys. And we're back. Let's go.
Hello.
I'm gonna tell you guys what I just told Katie. I just walked into the door frame of my door and stubbed my toe, and that hurt. Pity me.
Coming back to the, I'm just now hearing what the sound we came back to, and the stupid little gun, the laser gun.
Yeah, the wild thing is my no, hold on. I got an idea. Hold on. You know what? I'll test that shit. Yeah, the wild thing is when I'm looking at it like from here, like I don't hear as much of it because like I have my headphones on, and my fucking volume's coming out of my TV. It's like a separated two audio sources, so I don't hear the gun actually at all. I just hear the music whenever it gets loud.
Oh, the music's so good though. You need Steph. I need to buy you a good headset or something.
Well, I just need to separate the audio, so I need one set for the I need the audio to be on the TV. Like I hear the music.
Well, I mean, you have your fancy mic in front of you. You just need something to put on your ears so you can hear the actual game.
No. So like what I have on my ears is to hear you, and this is how everyone else hears you as well, right? So your audio comes from my headphones. The game's audio comes from the TV.
You're good audio.
I'm hearing the best audio here. Excuse you, newbie nerds going for.
Little peeps of people talking.
Remember, guys, it is pink. I will fix this. I will find a way to fix this. I didn't know if it was like my eyes tricking me or anything. I will find a way to make it pinker. Honestly, what I think it might be the chroma key in the background. Because it's like it's supposed to take out green, and you know this is part green.
Well, that shouldn't affect the ears.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure making them seem white. I'm pretty sure that person who told me what it was knew what it was. I forget who it was. It might have been AJ. I don't remember.
Might have been Jesus. Might have been AJ. You know, we'll never know. Okay. Anyhow,
this is actually starting to become slightly insufferable.
Yeah. Wait, her or me? In my ears.
The little peep 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 with the gun sound.
Okay, yeah, I got you. Let me get that back on. I gotta put it on the right way or else it's just slightly uncomfortable, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind it if it's like on a certain way because it's not uncomfortable at all, but if it's on the right way.
Also, I didn't just subscribe, I subscribed a while back, but the notification kept popping up and it was getting in the way of stuff, so I finally posted it.
Well, thank you either way. I do sincerely appreciate it. Yeah, this thing makes you, Amazon makes you subscribe once a month, essentially. Amazon. Yeah, it is Amazon.
On guard for an evil man. He thought he could ruin poor Juan by causing a huge scandal. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get in close with Juan. Cannot condone such dirty tricks, so I took action. Oh, this is top secret. You got that? Nobody else figure knows that, okay?
The defendant sent his manager. What are the stateful topic for the court?
What? Nobody's above gossip. And isn't there a saying, the truth is never pleasant?
Never heard that one before. Mr. Edgeworth, what about this Adrian Andrews person? We have looked into this matter and found that the truth the article possesses is in fact baseless gossip. But should this be true, then this proves that the defendant did bear ill will towards the victim. So this means I have to smash this rumor once and for all. Like, you should smash that like and subscribe button! Poo, poo, poo!
I'm leaving the stream. Goodbye.
Now that Miss Raimi crosses game on the witness.
Be careful. The old bag seems rather excited right now. That's right! On guard is nothing but your average foul-blooded youth.
Well, as the old saying goes, you've gotta burn old bags with fire.
What is he even crossing?
I don't know. Time to fire up the afterburners and hit the highway to the dangers. What the fuck are you on about right now, right?
I mean, that line is fine. It's the one before it that I'm like, it's clearly one of those like we'll burn that bridge when we get to it type things, but I don't know what the first part is referencing.
Neither do I. And the dab on that notification bell, exactly. I just kind of want to like fucking dunk her immediately, but I guess we'll just question her real quick. You can't say something like that without proof. That's just slander.
That's true. That woman was getting intimate with poor Juan. Look, it says so right here, doesn't it? Manager to the stars, Miss A.A. Ms. A.A.
But that name from the magazine but the name of the magazine this came from was Gossip Land.
What? Are you saying that gossip is all just a pack of lies? What do you know? Suppose next you'll swear to me that news is 100% truth. Oh my god, fake news. Way back when we knew it.
Oh, she's just hitting up on so many relevant topics. And the worst part is, it's the people like her who are just like her. Oh my god, it's
It's supposed to show that some things never change, I guess. Oops.
Oops, would Old Bag be an anti-vaxxer?
I don't know.
Is Old
Probably, maybe?
Is Old Bag an anti-vaxxer?
No. Honestly, Sonny, you can't discriminate between the news and gossip.
Yes, discrimination is bad, Mr. Judge, don't do this! Judge, don't
Yes, Judge, yes.
I swear he hears half of every sentence. He hears half of every sentence. No, Ethno, that's true. Birds are just spies for the government. Discriminate? Wouldn't I do anything like that?
Anyway, on guard will never get me to say touche.
That's funny, actually. A scandal? What do you mean by that?
You're a dim-witted one, aren't you? I can't believe that you don't know what a scandal is. Honestly, what are they teaching kids in middle school these days?
No. I wasn't asking what the word scandal means. I know that much.
Well, that on guard thought he could own a monopoly on popularity.
Oh my god. You don't have any proof that Mr. On Guard did such a thing.
You must be suffering from shock. The shock of hearing the truth. And now, since you're so much in shock, you can't do anything right.
You're right, I can't do anything. But boy, do I wish I could do something about you.
Alright then, Sonny, show me what you've got. Can you show me proof that On Guard didn't bear any ill will towards Juan?
I'm just gonna decline her. I don't have anything to offer.
See, just as I thought. And you were lecturing me about saying things without proof. Well, just give me a free pass, so what do I want, silly boy?
That's not how this works! Be my big mouth.
That's why I'm cooking cables for you anyway.
Oh, she actually reminds me of people. That's painful.
Really?
Yeah. So, what do you mean by I took action?
Like I already told you, I was lying in wait close to the crime scene. Once that slimy woman came in out of Juan's room, I was going to capture her and teach her a good lesson, something you young'uns need.
You are going to teach her a good lesson.
I was going to make her eat the damaging beams of my ray gun. Like this.
No, stop.
Well, it's too bad that the woman didn't come through the door that night.
Let's see what that says. Wait!
What? I'm a busy woman. Time with the kids is over.
Secret information that no one else knows yet. If
That's
that's
her
true,
muffled voice.
yeah, you're good. If that's true, then how do you know this secret information?
Oh, well, that's because I'm a pro. Yes, that's it. It's a secret. Even if you drilled a hole into my brain, you'll never find out.
How in the world that old bag has such a secret piece of information? We're pressing further. If you don't be a good girl and tell me... Oh. If you don't be a decent fucking human being and tell me where you got the secret information, you won't get to go home today.
Edgy Poo, what are you doing? Help me.
What do I have to do with this?
Just do this for me, and you'll get your reward.
Oh, no! I don't want your reward, but you don't leave me much of a choice. The witness could have got this information from anywhere. It's even possible that it was spontaneously made up inside the witness's head. Is this from me on reckless babbling? As long as you don't know where this information came from. It's quite a waste of time to focus on the sign of questioning. Where did Old Bag get her inside information? There has to be something I can use to figure it out.
Sounds like just another tidbit of gossip. Oh, sorry, that's you.
No, it sounds like it's another tidbit of gossip, doesn't it?
But you can't just ignore it either. It makes your client look bad either way.
Well, I don't have to think I heard anything really out of the ordinary just now.
There has to be something we can catch her on.
Yeah, when I find it, I'm going to press the heck out of it. I think she has poor Lotta Heart's camera. Wait and see. So no one else is supposed to know the secret information, correct? If that's true, then why do you know it, Miss Old Bag?
Why are you looking at me like that? Stop it!
Witness! I hate to say it, but this is how you came to acquire secret information, isn't it? The investigative photographer Lotta Hart. Oh yes, I remember that mischievous girl. She reported she had lost a certain note she had written to herself. She reported such a thing. On that piece of paper, she had written down some of her impressions about the relationship between the victim and Miss Andrews.
What? Outrageous ideas, you say?
No, I said impressions.
Then. And everything written on this piece of paper is completely meaningless.
Ah, that's it. That's the note.
Ah! No, you see, this is something completely different. It's my top secret list of groceries to buy.
Then you are the one who took Miss Hart's note.
I'm just a huge fan of wands, that's why. That infamous puffy-haired whippersnapper. She's working with that evil on guard. She said so herself. On guard, I'm his sidekick. Just so happy, smiling like a silly duck.
10 minutes up.
It's only checking what she had written. As you prove, you believe me, don't you? I was only trying to help out like the angel I am. It's only one little piece of paper. I've never taken anything else before.
You really should have come with a supply of cheese to match your vintage wine. Well, it's only a piece of paper. I suppose we can overlook this just this once. She looks like she's
okay,
really
but
sorry.
that was a good line, though.
Yeah. Should I forgive her? Fuck no.
Forgive her.
But her now, she'll get away. I have to find some way to inflict a deafening blow to the prosecution. Witness! You said that the only thing you stole was that note. Is that correct?
Stole? Why don't you listen more carefully, you annoying brat? I saved this piece of paper from the terrible, lonely trash can, that's all.
You're lying, oh, words. You're lying, damn it. I can prove it.
Are you putting my credibility under scrutiny again?
Yes. Miss Oldbag, I don't believe that note is the only thing you stole that night. Miss Oldbag, the note was with a camera inside its case, wasn't it? A camera? Yesterday, Lotta Hart was raising a huge stink over her camera. She kept saying, "My sweetie, $1,600 camera disappeared on me." Why? Well, witness!
What is it, Gramps?
If you have the note, there's only logical that you have the camera too.
Looks like you found me out again, Sonny. Is this the camera you're looking for?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, maybe I took this on its real person, you know. I still eat meals like you, I fall in love, and I borrow things from people.
Can you make those quotation marks a little more pronounced there, Katie?
And I borrow things from people.
I think the definition of borrow is a little off.
I saw that woman's business card. That's why I noticed it said slide bag celebrity photographer extraordinaire. But when I saw that, I had to know what sort of picture she had taken. And professional security guard. It's my business to know these things.
You just admitted to theft. Bailiff, check the camera's photos. Hurry. We must examine them at once. It shows Maya walking out of the defendant's room with a knife. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do we have? There's only one photo that seems to be relevant to this case. Please present it to the court. This is the Nickel Samurai.
See, I told you, that's the guy I saw.
This witness was not lying earlier about this matter. What does all this mean, Mr. Edgeworth? The photo by itself does not prove that the person is the defendant. However, in his own confession, Mr. Ungar clearly stated that at the time of the murder, he was still in his Nickel Samurai costume. If that's the case, then the Nickel Samurai is the defendant. How did it come to this? I think this brings us to the end. We have examined every piece of evidence thoroughly. Final comments, Mr. Wright. This court will consider them before we close. Do you agree that this photo is decisive evidence against your client? If this photo really is decisive, then we're done for. But if I raise an objection here and blow it, then I would put Maya's life in jeopardy. I can't make a mistake here. There's only one road out of this mess. This photo that Lotta took, there's something strange with it. There's something strange with this photo. I knew this was coming, right? Your thoughts, Mr. Edgeworth? I think we can all agree there's nothing strange with this photo. There's no way for the defense to debunk this photo, even with a bunker buster. Debunk of a bunker buster. Is that what you're planning on doing, Mr. Wright? Anyways, please look at the photo one more time.
Babe, please play along with me.
If you really believe you can honestly find something wrong with this photo, then you should only need one chance, correct? Oh, fuck. Oh, well. I have to find something wrong with this photo.
Save.
Where the heck did she take this photo from anyways? It's all out of focus. Why can't she take a good shot, especially when it counts? Now, let's hear your objection. What's so strange about this photo? The bear. Weren't the bears part of Corita's thing? Save the game.
Oh, he's coming out of Corita's door.
Right. Fuck. Also, I can't save the game. I just tried.
That's why I said save, and then you ignored me. I was like, okay.
Sorry, I didn't notice. Yes, it's coming out of Corita's door. You know, and Rima said save too. I completely bunged up on that one, I'll be honest.
I know what it is.
My guess is the ruffles on the pants right now. He's missing a right hand entirely. Definitely not hidden in just part of the photo. I don't see a button on the hakamas either. There's a glove. I'm gonna come back. Tell me if you failed. We'll do, Remus. Like, I feel it's the leg ruffles. Because if that would not be good to walk in on set. I would like to direct the court's attention to this one area right here. What are you pointing to? His ankles. If you could see this person's ankles, that would be one thing. However, you can't. And what does that mean? The costume person could not have been Mr. On Guard. What is the meaning of this?
I wonder if you'd care to elaborate with actual facts, that is.
Let's take a look at the Nickel Samurai's posture.
Poster.
Poster. Please pay particular attention to the area around the bottom of the hakama. His socks, you can see them. Exactly. However, in this photo, the Nickel Samurai is clearly holding his hakama up just to walk. There's only one explanation for this. The person inside the costume is clearly much shorter than the defendant. All right, I think I've turned things around for myself this time.
That's curious.
Huh? What is?
Edgeworth is unusually calm today.
It's my Tibetan training, Maya.
That's true.
He's just letting the trial run itself, as if he's only along for the ride.
Along for the ride? What do you mean by that?
Can only guess that perhaps he doesn't feel under attack at all.
He doesn't feel under attack? Then I haven't damaged his case at all. Miss Edgeworth, where does this leave us? The person in the photo is not Matt on Guard, and everything in the prosecution has tried to prove has become meaningless.
I figured it would come to this.
No, I did not fail. I did not fail. What?
Right. I have something I want to ask you. I think you've proven that the person inside the costume is not Matt on Guard. In that case, who is this a photo of?
Who's the person wearing the Nickel Samurai costume?
Don't stress out over this, Phoenix. It's very simple. What you should be focused on is Edgeworth's attitude, don't you think?
Yeah, why is he so calm? Mr. Wright, let's hear your thoughts. Who's the person inside this photograph? I almost clicked the attorney's badge. Holy shit.
It's me!
I actually...
Anyone can wear this. Even me.
Adrian Andrews. If you want to know who the Nickel Samurai is, it's none other than this woman.
And why would you say it must be Andrews? What in the world points you to her?
For starters, she's short, and she can freely move in and out of Mr. and Guard's room. Finally, she had dinner with Mr. and Guard last night. And how's that all add up? It means that it makes it very easy for her to get a certain item. A certain knife with Mr. and Guard's fingerprints all over it. The knife that was used as the murder weapon.
Why don't you just say what it is you want, right?
I have to do this now. It's our last chance to turn things around. The defense moves to indict Miss Adrian Andrews in the murder of Juan Corrida. It was Miss Andrews who tried to frame the defendant for the crime. Order, order, order! It looks like this trial has hit a most unexpected development. Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
This court is issuing a subpoena for Miss Adrian Andrews. A verdict cannot be passed without hearing her testimony first. Alright, this is it.
This is kind of bad for us.
Huh? What do you mean?
Adrian Andrews is summoned to court as a witness. It means that the trial will go on for another day.
One more day? Ah! If I don't get a verdict today, then Maya... Now we shall set Adrian Andrews' testimony for tomorrow. What? What am I supposed to do? This judge is about to adjourn the court. Now then. Please, Your Honor, continue the trial. You must pass a verdict today. I can't do that. You cannot hear Miss Andrews.
I abhor wasting such valuable time.
Edgeworth?
Your Honor, I request that you please continue with today's trial.
But we cannot continue. Do this unexpected development.
Tisk, tisk. Unexpected development. I think you underestimate me, Your Honor.
I was
What do you
just leading us by the nose the entire time, don't worry.
That Phoenix Wright would slave his way through subpoenaing Miss Andrews is all happening according to plan, even if Wright was a bit slow to catch on. What?
What?
Might though?
What?
What is the meaning of your statement, Mr. Edgeworth?
Miss Adrian Andrews is currently waiting in the prosecution's lobby. She is now the next witness.
Huh. Everything was planned out in advance by that man?
Somehow I knew there was no way Edgeworth would overlook Ms. Andrews. Looks like this battle is far from over.
Exactly.
Very well. We will call the next witness. However, before we proceed, we shall take a 10-minute recess. Please prepare your witness in that time, Mr. Edgeworth. The court will now take a 10-minute recess.
So I forget if I pointed this out before, but people have commented before, like, Francisca with her bowing, but Von Karma never bows because, which I think is correct, because bowing is like humbling yourself even if facetiously.
Yeah.
But Francisca bows, which kind of implies that, and later on you find out that Gregory Edgeworth bowed, so it kind of implies that Francisca bows because Edgeworth bows, and that's really cute to me.
Oh, that is cute. That is really cute, actually. We got about 30 minutes till 10 o'clock. Do you want to call it here and save the rest for the next one, or do you want to go a little bit more?
Up to you. This probably is a good place to call it because we're about to go into like the next segment, so this is like a clean break for next time.
Sounds good. I think we're going to call it here then for now, guys. No, stop. Stop. Let me save! Alright. I think, did I already save? Yeah,
We'll save again.
Yeah.
Save again anyway. Save now.
I'm gonna save it as a separate file just because yeah. Alright guys, I want to thank you guys very much for hanging out with us today. I really enjoyed it. Katie, thank you very much for hanging out with me as well. I'm gonna spend like the next 10 minutes off stream figuring out what the fuck is wrong with the white balance or whatever that's called.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know anything about cameras or anything.
I believe you will help lead me to victory here, Katie.
No, please don't.
We are going to raid. Who are we going to raid today? Oh, my pleasure. It was grateful being here. And hey, newbie, thank you very much again for the 10 gift of subs, my dude. I do sincerely appreciate it. We're going to raid. Who are we going to raid? Who we gonna raid? I'm kind of hungry.
Me too. I'm probably gonna pop some. Well, no, it's a bit late to eat. I shouldn't.
But we're gonna wait.
No.
We're gonna raid Waffle. He's playing some Kirby. So say hi to him. Remember, Anthony, thank you very much for putting the raid message on there. Hey, if you guys haven't already, make sure to check out AJ. AJ is an amazing artist, my emo artist. I love him a bunch. Check him out. Make sure to check out all my other links. And hey, by the way, if you guys like podcast, then you'll like Fantasy Cool. It's my D&D podcast that I do. Katie's on it every once in a while too, and she's fantastic. So at least go watch it because she's there as well, yeah? Anyways, y'all stay safe and stay Botanist Cool. I might see you tomorrow. I might not. I do not know yet. But get ready for that 24-hour stream happening next Saturday on the 9th. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Where's the raid now button? Hold on. There it is. Got it.